Is he here?
No.
Okay, so we're just going to continue to go down our agenda, which we have to do anyway, and then as soon as he's here, we will have them jump in and present. So item number 8, Pat Pope.
Every year we work with both of the fire stations in Prnc to see what needs we can help them with that the city hasn't helped them with. And it's usually been a discussion between me and the captains, and then I bring something to the board. Well, this year's a little unique. We have a different amount of money and they have different amounts of requests. So I thought I'd ask Captain Jones, who is from Fire Station 28, to come and discuss what some of their needs are and what the relative value is. So Denise, if you want to come up, while she's coming up, Fire Station 8, we're a long way out of their district, so they can't come to the meetings anymore like they could when we were at Shepherd. I'll get some more information from them. I know some of the things that Denise is going to talk about, they may want as well, and I will present that after I talk to them at the next board meeting. So, take it away, Denise.
That was close. Good evening, everybody. As Pat was saying, I'm Captain Jones from Fire Station 28, which is south of Corbin, a little bit east of Porter Ranch. Better? Yeah. Okay. Very graciously, the board here has taken care of us for the past couple of years that I've been at Fire Station 28 and have brought us or given us the ability to get tools and equipment that the city can't get to us. And we always try to pick something that obviously benefits the community and allows us to give you guys better service. In the past, we had the last year they bought a small chainsaw for us and an over-the-side pack that we could put our, basically our small jaws of life into that, so that when a car goes off the freeway, we can take those tools down with us, hands-free, so that we're able to take other stuff with us. So it's really helped our operations, and like I said, brought a better service to the community. This year we have came up with a couple things, just because our brush seasons have been getting worse and worse and worse. The city does give us what we call web gear, which is basically a belt and shoulder system that we carry what we call a fire shelter. Basically, it's something that everyone has to carry anytime we go on a brush fire. It's a tent that if we were to get overrun by fire, we have to pull it out, get inside of it, and pray. So you basically are kind of a little baked potato in there, but it is something. We're gracious for that. Our web gear that the city has provided us is extremely old. 1970s, 80s versions. I mean, it's okay, but it's very uncomfortable. Everything is not kind of where it needs to be if we need to get it fast. So one of the things that we are asking for is some new web gear that is extremely comfortable. It actually allows us to carry more weight going up hills because things are in the right place. It also has integrated into it a hydration pack, which is huge, so that we can actually drink water as we're heading up Oak Mountain. So that's one of the agendas or items rather that we would like to just have you guys look at. And we would need about 6 of them. We've got 4 people on the engine, 2 people on our rescue.
Does Pat have that?
No, I was going to leave these with you. Yeah, I'll leave these with you when I go.
So Denise, can you email that to me and I'll share it with the board, or you just can pass it out?
Yeah, I'll leave it with you, and then you guys can look at one of the other things, just some of the members at the fire station came up with just different options. Several of the fire stations within our battalion have they're a big size, basically portable evaporative cooler fans. Many of our fire stations, probably 80 to 90% in the city, don't have a designated area where we are allowed to do our physical fitness, where we lift weights and get on the treadmills and stuff. And a good example is Fire Station 28. Our workout area is on our apparatus floor. And as you well know here, in the summertime, it's usually above 100 degrees in there when we're trying to work out and different things. Even if we try to get it in the morning, it's still pretty warm in there. So, Fire Station 107, down the road a bit, and Fire Station 103, they all have bought through the Fire Foundation and different other paths that they're able to get funding, have purchased these, and they really like them. It allows them to work out in a relatively cool environment. So we thought we'd throw that at you and see what you think.
How much?
They run about $1,900, almost $2,000.
And Fire Station 8 wants one of those as well.
Yeah. So
That
there's
I mean,
there's literature here for you to look at. And by all means, we'd be happy if we got 2 backpacks. So we certainly aren't, asking for the world. And it's just Pat asked us to come up with some deals, and unfortunately, those are what the guys came up with. But we're very gracious that you've always helped us in the past. And whatever you guys can do, that would be awesome.
I noticed you asked for 6.
Yes.
Are there 6 firefighters, or do you have more in that station?
No, we have 6 per shift. So
They would be used by different people,
yes, the same ones would be used by,
not assigned to the person.
right.
Okay, thank you.
The only difference would be for the hydration packs, we'd have individual, just for, yeah, but 4 people on the engine. And then we have a rescue there, a rescue ambulance, which is 2. But when we have a brush fire, they shut that ambulance down and they man a brush patrol, which is housed in the station. So they get used quite a bit, and it would be good to have 2 packs for them as well. So, but like I said, even if we get a couple, and that would help as well.
I have a couple of questions, if it's okay, since you're here.
Oh, absolutely, no, I'm not taking.
Do we have any ALS ambulances yet, or still, or do we get them?
Not at Fire Station 28.
Okay, what about 8?
No.
Okay, and what about the machinery the jaws of life? Do we have one of those at 28 or 8 yet?
We do, both engines carry a smaller version of
The
the,
smaller one, but not the larger.
exactly, yeah.
And
We-
we're right next to the freeway and all these gas tanks coming down the hill and coming out.
Yeah.
And then what about jaws of life and I guess that's it. Oh, the ladder trucks. Do we have ladder trucks now?
Not,
They go to 2-story houses?
yeah, not within Fire
Not at
Station
28 or
28. No, they're still at 96s and 87s
Get those up
as
here, you
opposed
can
to,
pass that along, all 3 of those items.
yeah, oh,
Our
absolutely.
neighborhood council will maybe put some pressure on to get that stuff.
Yeah, when I first got to 28s, we were trying to get a full set of jaws on our fire engine, but they couldn't configure the engine to carry, the engines are smaller than the trucks. We don't have a lot of room. And so we tried to make that happen, but it wasn't able with the year rig that we have. So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So this was just a discussion. Thank you. Does anyone else have questions, stakeholders?
What I think I'm going to propose that we do is I'm going to put this on the agenda for next month. It looked like everybody on the board kind of thought this was a good idea. All right. And maybe the air conditioner can wait, unless we we have more money at the end of the year. Does that seem reasonable? Okay, this is not a vote, we can't take a
No, I
vote.
think it's a good first step.
Okay. And I will get this and make sure everybody on board. I'll run something by Captain Jones, make sure everybody on the board gets this electronically with the price out electronically before the next board meeting.
Cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming out. Yeah. Couple of those first. Okay? Yeah. Now or later? Sue, had a motion on the agenda. Sue had a motion on the agenda, but because we don't have a specific item, she's going to work and bring that list next month. That was item number 10. Item number 11, Alex is unable to come, so she will that motion. We will come back and have a discussion on, if we need to, or we will table that too, on item number 10. Right now, Jared, do you want to come up and do the introductions and? Yes,
Good evening, everybody. Well, I have a lot of familiar faces here, but for those that don't recognize me, I'm Jared Begonia, Supervisor Mike Antonivich's San Fernando Valley Field Deputy, and it's my pleasure to be here tonight representing him and the office. We have multiple county agencies here today that are going to give you updates and presentations on some new information and new presentations that might be able to help you the situation here in the community. But first and foremost, I'd like to introduce my boss and ask Supervisor Mike Antonovich to come speak before all of you today. So thank you, boss.
thank you so much.
I give you my back.
I know, this is a perfect scenario, for sure.
Well, once again, we sympathize with all of you and want you all to know,
Here you go.
want you all to know that everything that we can do to keep giving you the support, we're behind you. Be it from having more than 8 days or 48 hours or whatever, it should be where it's to your satisfaction moving back because you're the victims and not being victimized again. I understand the Fran Pavlich legislation, which is in the going into the assembly. It needs to have the support that in the assembly we want that bill to move so it can be enacted into law. There's no need to have long delays on this type of vital legislation. What happened here could happen in other parts of the county where we have those types of reservoirs. So it's important that you have a state agency that has not, that has failed to do regular inspections. It's their fault. But it's also the gas company's fault as well by not having internal inspections. They have a responsibility. And they also have a responsibility of having protocols in place on how to deal when we have these types of situations. This is nothing that we're creating something new. It's what any business, any family is always going to have a protocol of what to do when there's an emergency. And we have in our fire department, our public health, etc. We practice yearly when we have the earthquake. We know it's going to happen. We don't know when, but we practice with our hospitals and others on what and how we can respond. Office of Emergency Management Services. It's just part of our protocol. You know, we're doing that. And as our fire department, they don't go back to school and say, what do we do when we have a fire? They've been practicing the hazardous materials, etc., etc. So this legislation is vital, and we will, at our board meeting next Tuesday, again, urge our people in Sacramento to be pushing it. Our board is supporting it as we took that action a couple weeks ago. But again, I thank our county departments that are here and the city departments that are here as well, because this is an effort that we need to work together as a team to ensure that justice prevails. And I do not like lawsuits, but you have a lawsuit that you should prevail in the courts because you have been victimized, and it wasn't a 3-day problem. It's going on from, you know, we had, as we said before, Thanksgiving, you've had ruined. The issue of Hanukkah, you've been ruined. The celebration of Christmas, you've had it. The celebration of New Year's. Now we're going into Passover and Easter, and you still have this problem. You know, today's the first day of Passover. Actually, the first day of Ash Wednesday, but again, we are going into this holiday season. You should not be victimized. Continue. The state level has responsibility. We have the local help as well, but it's a team effort. But again, my sympathies with you and what we can do. I appreciate Jared, Catherine Barger, my chief of staff, the rest of my staff as well are here to help and assist when we can. Okay, so I don't know what word this is to say. We're behind you, and hopefully justice will prevail, but it's taking too darn long for that to occur. But we're going to try everything that we can to push it as fast as we can from our level. So thank you. Okay. We have our public health is here, Dr. Angela.
Is this a video presentation for the board of studies?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a video presentation from Public